For 40 years, Gundam has brought us stories of war and humanity's struggle to reach mutual understanding. And for 30 of those years, Bandai has let us take a piece of their stories into our own homes in the form of Gunpla. Gunpla has changed much, going from glue to snap-on, from blocky to stringline. I'll cover all that I've experienced in this hobby since my start in mid-2010. Let's start at the beginning. A kit from the 1980s, the original Gelgoog kit. Zeon's last line of mass production suits from the end of the 1 year war. And its specs are to rival the Gundam. But does it rival the kits of today? The short answer is no. I know, but at least not without some work. The Gelgoog's articulation definitely shows its age, with its head only rotating this much, and its arms being limited by the armor that's on the shoulders, as it restricts movement. Goes that much backwards. Elbow articulation is somewhat of a moot point, barely getting any bend out of it. Its hands are wobbly at best. They're connected by a pin and ball joint. The ball joint goes into the wrist, which does allow for 360 movement and a little wiggle room here and there, but it connects to a pin and it goes straight into the forearm, like so. It does, however, sport 360-degree rotation at the midsection. However, do take note that be careful, as you can possibly dislodge the bottom half of the Gelgoog from the top, as that's where it connects at. It is held together by friction. The Gelgoog has knee articulation, but not enough to really warrant any special attention. The leg goes that far forward and that far back. The feet do move upwards. As for accessories that you get with the Gelgoog, you get the typical plastic shield and the beam Nagina. Originally, this was molded with the blades into it. However, I modified mine to accept master grade beam sabers into it, just by drilling a little hole into it with a hobby knife. Like so. You do also get a hand that is molded into a beam rifle. I didn't bother building it because the seam lines on this thing were not too horrible to remove, but removing a hand and a gun that's connected together would have been... I can do it, but I didn't feel like dealing with it. Fortunately, we don't get a rifle by itself to go into a hand, but that's just the way things were at the time in the 80s. Bandai had not figured out how to mold hands that way yet. So, nothing to write home yet. So what makes this kit special? Well, this kit, like many old 1980s kits, are a great template for you to work your skill and practice. For me, I actually have not bothered to remove seam lines on kits, and this was great practice. This is actually the last Gunpla Cup kit that I built for doing Gunpla Cup. Did not place, but such is the way of competition. Not bothered by it. I'm actually very proud of how this guy came out. So, on top of removing seam lines, the kit is almost entirely hollow, which gives you a great option to play around with LEDs should you decide to do so. The chest of the Gelgoog, for being completely hollow, and the head being completely hollow, allowed me to put an LED light bulb into it. And in the chest cavity, there's a wire area where I can put a battery into it. I'll show a couple pictures of the battery in action, as the current battery that I have in here has died. I also tested weathering options onto this kit. So overall, just a template for you to really toy around and hone your skills before working on a more expensive kit like, say, a 2.0 Master Grade Gelgoog. And speaking of 2.0 Master Gelgoog, let's see how this guy stacks in the size department against the other Gelgoogs. Here he is with the Master Grade 2.0 Char's Gelgoog. As you can see, the original kit's proportions are dwarfed by the newer kit. And to a lesser degree, he's dwarfed by his brother, the 1.0 Master Grade Gelgoog. As you see, if you have the time and patience, any kid can shine regardless of its age. The original Gelgoog is not for newcomers per se, but for anyone willing to take on the challenge and test their skills. Thanks for watching.